Hello, everybody. This is Shawnee Crudup of SeeHerMove and ElevateHerInc. This is the first podcast of 2020, and I am happy to be sitting with my newfound friend and teammate, Ms Rina Chanel. She is a independent artist out of the DMV area, and it is definitely my pleasure to introduce her to this platform. We're just going to have a conversation today, really, about what's going on with her, what's the new music that she's putting out, upcoming EP that will be released very soon, and just have a conversation with her. So, Rina, hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being on this podcast today and joining me. I'm excited for you and everything that's going on with you. I just want to jump right in and just find out who you are. So who is Rina? Who is Rina Chanel? Tell me about yourself and your motivation for your music.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Shawnee, for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about Rina Chanel and the music that I have coming. And, I'm just grateful for you sharing your platform with me.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm Rina Chanel, and my platform and my background, I'm a singer, songwriter based in the Northern Virginia, D.C. metro area. I'm working on my eventual EP and actually have a single out called Worthy. It's out now on all digital platforms. You can access that there. And just a little bit about me. My motivation for singing, I've been singing ever since I was a little girl, since 4 years old. Music has always been the main motivation and focus in my life. Music has always been in my family. I have aunts and uncles and cousins who sing or play instrument. And so it's just kind of always been in my blood and in my genetics. So it's just always been a vital part of me, and I really just love it. And I can always remember hearing artists, at home like Anita Baker and Sade, and those are kind of my
them heavy hitters.
Yes, those are my sheroes, my musical sheroes. So just inspiration started that early, and then it just kind of continued. I was singing in chorus and in church and doing musicals, so I was always that girl doing, just always looking for opportunities to, put my talent out there and to really just impact people's lives, because I just enjoy the performing and the singer and songwriter part. I really like connecting with people. I really enjoy that the power of music. I love that it can just,
shift an atmosphere.
Absolutely. Whatever you are going through, you can feel some type of healing or relief from music. It is definitely my therapy. So, for me, I will always gravitate towards music no matter what mood I'm in. If I'm happy, I'm going to gravitate to my happy songs and play mix, or if I'm working out or whatever. Or if I'm sad and I'm just feeling a certain kind of way, and I just need to feel reassured and loved, and, okay, it's okay. I need to take a moment back and just kind of just chill and say, you know what, it's okay. This will pass. Everybody is going through something at different seasons. It's not just me. So I find myself, gravitating towards music for that reason. And I'm sure a lot of other people and your listeners feel the same way about music. It's just so powerful. Mm-hmm. So, and I am just blessed and happy to know that I have the gift of song, and I can maybe impart something by, for me, that's my mission statement, just to be able to talk to people and communicate through song. And so maybe they might feel a certain way, and then they can, feel either life is not so hard, or I'm feeling happier because of your music. I want to make an impact, a positive impact on people's life. I don't want to just sing a bunch of words and songs. I want it to be impactful and encouraging to people, especially women. Yeah.
So when did you realize that you wanted to pursue this singing career and just hit the ground running? And when did I'm sure you realized it earlier than now.
I did. Of course, I've been singing since I was 4. Mm-hmm. So, but I've been, I was actually singing in college, and a lot of people don't know I actually started out, as an opera singer. So
really?
I was doing the opera thing.
That's impressive.
And studying to be like a classically trained soprano. So I was doing that for a minute, and then I was able and fortunate to kind of, I decided to switch gears, and I enjoyed singing multiple styles of music. So I'm like, what, I need a voice teacher to help me navigate that transition. So I was able to fortunate to meet Ms Tracy Hamlin, who is a international recording artist based in the Northern Virginia area. So she was able to kind of help me with that process, and that's where I kind of fell back in love with my jazz roots, because I was always in jazz choir in high school, actually, and just kind of help me find my voice and help me decide that, this is what I want to do. And for me, even when I was younger, there was like a pivotal moment. I heard, which some people may be cheesy, but it's the truth. So I heard Mariah Carey's song Hero, and that for me was the moment that, I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want to do this for a living. I want to do that. I want this to be my purpose in life, because this is what I was born to do. I was made to do.
Yeah, you were made.
I was made. How about that?
Interesting title. Yeah, you guys remember that word "made," okay, for next time. So what do you and your music represent? Like, what do you want your audience to take from your music?
I want people who hear any song, single, EP, whatever that comes out of Rina Chanel, I want them to feel empowered, encouraged. I want them to feel, that they can accomplish their dreams. There are no, people may have setbacks and different things, and people go through
everything
in different seasons, and it's all about timing. It may not be your timing now, but that doesn't mean that you should quit on your dreams.
This is true.
That just means you need to lock down and keep it moving.
I think dreams have no boundaries.
Absolutely.
They just don't.
And I mean,
I don't care how old, how young you are.
Absolutely. So that's what I would say. It doesn't matter where you are in your life, what your age is, what your background, what the setbacks. How many people have told you no, you'll never, it's not going to happen, you're too old, you're you're a mom, you're a wife, whatever. Yeah. Keep pushing forward. Absolutely. Keep encouraging, get good people around you that are, motivating you and encouraging you.
People that have wisdom.
Right, because again, everybody, unfortunately, you have to protect your dream. Everybody is not going to be following on your journey. A lot of people are going to discourage you and tell you that it'll never happen, or that would happen when you were younger, but you need to forget about that. So I would say keep pushing forward no matter what. Don't let anybody or anything stop you from accomplishing your dream. That's
real good. So let's talk about being an independent artist. How is that? What are some benefits and struggles associated with being independent? I know there are a lot of pluses and minuses, so just elaborate on a few that you've encountered.
There are a couple. I'll start with the strengths. So being an independent artist is great because you do have the flexibility to work on any variety of material with whomever. So you're not necessarily, I'm contractually bound to this label and I have to conform to this style and this structure. You can do your own thing, and there's a lot less red tape when dealing with, say, maybe radio presenters and DJs and things. So it's a little bit more direct interaction in that way, I would say. And just with the social media, the explosion of social media, it's made fans and music and just opportunities more accessible that wouldn't even be possible if it was just about people getting signed and people being on a label to have an opportunity. So those are the strengths I would say that are associated with being an independent artist. Some of the weaknesses, just with everything, there's always going to be limitations. Again, sometimes you're not going to have the big budget like a label, like if you were represented by for example, a Sony or a Warner Music or whatever the company. So, that kind of backing may not be the case. And of course, it's going to be more on you to market yourself and to get yourself and your music heard. So I would say, and then there's also recording. There are steps to this. It's a process. So you definitely have to make sure that you become really knowledgeable about the process, about how to record, how to get your music heard and out there, and who to connect with. So there's a lot of time that you have to invest that you will quote unquote get paid for. Absolutely. So it's an investment. And again, anything that you're passionate about and that it's gonna be fruitful, there's gonna be a lot of seeds that you have to sow before you see a harvest. So that's just anything worth having. It's gonna be work required. And everybody may, I want I want to be the artist, I want to be seen, I want to do all this and that, but I don't want to do any of the hard work. I don't want to do the recordings and lay down the tracks and the vocals, and I don't want to do all that. Let me just fast forward to the big check. So you really need to buckle down and really, really be passionate about this.
Well, there's a lot of time that goes into
and have the
getting to a big check. I mean, there's so much involved with just getting credit for a song.
There is a
radio
lot
play,
internet
radio. But I think right now everything has become easier on the independent artists because now we have all these social media handles and outlets, and then we have the podcasters now, and we have the bloggers, then we have the independent radio, and all of these outlets that you can just literally just submit something and say, hey, I have this music, and they can play it or they don't, or whatever the case may be. But I think that makes it a little bit easier than what it was for the independent artists 5 years ago. Absolutely. I think it's a lot broader now for anybody wanting to enter the industry, and then those of us who have been running the game for a long time and in the race for a long time, so to speak. But as a female, talk to us a little bit about being a female in the industry, not just independent artist, but just the music industry, period. Have you ran into any situations, you don't have to share, but have you ran into anything that that kind of made you feel like I don't want to go that route, or I don't want to do that? I mean, I know we encounter a lot of things, negative and positive. So there's a lot that goes in, to being a female artist, and I would definitely say and encourage other female artists to basically be true to yourself, be who you are, because everybody's going to be out there to tell you who they think you should be, how you should look and dress and wear whatever, So I would say people will respond to you being authentic to who you are. You can't fake that. So I would say no matter what people tell you, and of course, there's going to be more. It's a male-dominated industry, so. But again, as with a lot of things.
But I would say and encourage female artists to, and there are tons of actually organizations dedicated to promoting females in the music industry, and such as there's an organization called She Is the Music, which I'm actually a member of. Okay. It's based in Washington, D.C. There are chapters all over the world, and it's actually an organization started by Alicia Keys. Okay. So it's a global organization that really brings together aspiring singer-songwriters and just kind of brings them together to host panels of sessions and workshops, and just gives them tools and things to kind of let them know that you're not the only one. And here are all these resources brought to you by other women who are actually doing it, and they partner and kind of do almost like like a buddying system to where, you know, a seasoned person will partner with more, you know,